Welcome back, everyone. I'm JTXRP, and today I've got Tony with us from GreenZone, and it's a great project where you can earn crypto from recycling. Really excited about this project. It both helps the Earth and the holders of the crypto, obviously. You are incentivized, from my understanding, to recycle and help save the world, and I think that's it's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win. Definitely looking forward to hearing more from Tony today about that. I've got his Twitter page up, obviously, here. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and stick around for other crypto related content, of course. But I also cover mostly projects on the XRP ledger. I'm also open to covering other projects. And full disclosure, I do hold many other kinds of crypto besides XRPL stuff. But I'm excited about the XRPL and XRP for the most part, and I want to help promote this project specifically because of all that it's trying to do. Tony, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good, James. How about yourself?
I'm doing excellent. I am truly excited about this project and what you've got going on here. I know that you guys have converted to the XRP ledger, which it's good to see other projects do that and to take advantage of the power, the speed, and the obviously reduced fees that are practically nothing, fractions and fractions of a cent on the XRPL. So thank you for being one of those projects and for recognizing that. More power to you. Yeah, tell me more about Green Zone because I definitely want to understand how people can be incentivized to recycle. I think that's just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. GreenZone is a startup recycling company. We're headquartered here in Brownsville, Texas, and we have different locations, currently serving 7 different states. We're a recycling company that rewards GZX, GreenZone X, token on XRPL. And what we do is we collect customers' recyclables and we take those to the appropriate recycling yards, and the revenue that we get from that, we put it back into the token. So we eliminate, well, we still have a service fee because you're paying for the service that we provide, but we're incentivizing you to recycle instead of you getting in your car, have to go take it there, and you only get $5 or something. But here you can learn about crypto, you get a limited supply asset. It's only 1 billion GZX, and we have to buy the tokens back. So we're providing and we're educating people, teaching them. We look at GZX as a gateway to the crypto space without them spending money because you'll get invested like, well, okay, well, you look at the price. Okay, let me recycle some more. Let me recycle. I have plastic bottles. I have beer bottles. I have Coca-Cola bottles. All this stuff still has waste. So instead of you just throwing it in the trash and thinking it's not worth anything, it still has a value to it. So let's use that. And then here it is where America, we waste a lot. Me being in the military, I did 4 years active duty in the 82nd, and then I was 6 years in the National Guard and
Wow.
deployed to Afghanistan and the border down here in Brownsville. I just saw how much we waste, and it's just like all this is still valuable. It's still money. It's still revenue that they could be put into something. So we came up with the GZX and it was okay. Well, now we're going to incentivize people to recycle, and if we all work together, we can make this token do a lot of crazy things. Because if you think about it, the recycling industry is worth 200 billion here in America,
Wow,
and
I
that's
did
not
not know that.
$200 billion is worth the recycling industry, and that's not including other countries. And we plan to be the Amazon of recycling, where we're international and we can have this to where it's one world effort to recycle and put this value back into this token, and we can make make the earth a better place to live and keep it sustainable.
Gotcha. I mean, a lot of things are going to be innovated through crypto I really appreciate you guys trying to be like, there's a lot of things we can do to, either recycle or try in our efforts to save the world. And there's another project called Ocean Conservation that, they've done a video about. They're doing some great things with the ocean, but like you said, going global, really being that spearhead thing that can help change a lot if you help focus on it, like that sniper's bullet. And I feel like that's what GZX could be, to the one thing everyone can focus on to uh to not only help themselves but to help the planet. And I think that that is a, as human beings, we can be so and I know I can be self focused, and I don't. I try to think about recycling. I try to not use the things that need to be recycled in the first place. If I can use my own washable plastic cup, why would I need a bottled water? You know what I mean? So, being minded in that way, but also, taking advantage of GreenZone and what you guys do, uh, could be something extremely significant. But are you guys serving individuals, or are you just serving, like, are you serving companies? Tell us more about, like, what your guys' services are, and I guess how people can get rewarded, because I'm sure that everyone's watching this. I'm actually kind of curious myself, like, how does it all work? So, oh,
Well,
and
we
by the
do.
way, sorry, by the way, thank you for your service. I just want to make sure I say that before I continue. So,
Oh, it's a pleasure to serve, man. When I got out the military, it was just like, okay, well, I had a kid, and it was just like, okay, I want to still continue to serve my country, but it's just that I didn't want to keep working with the government because I felt like your voice never gets heard, even when you get enough position or rank inside the government. You have idea, it just doesn't get heard. So it's like, okay, well, let me do this privately, and if you want to work with me, you're going to come to me because I have the tools, I have the drive, the will, I have the team that can get this done,
mhm.
but we actually work with commercial and residential. We work with commercial bars. Shot Republic is one down here. We work with a trucking company called Nova Diesel. We take all their cardboard, and then we do residentials where we collect plastic bottles and aluminum cans from them.
Gotcha. So how does, like, if I was just someone watching this video, a speculator in the space, always hoping for moon, win Lambo, kind of a deal. Obviously your GZX is a recycling business, correct?
Yes.
So what's the name of that business, just for transparency, by the way?
We have two LLCs. In Georgia, we're registered under GreenZone Foundation LLC, and in Texas, we are GreenZone Enterprises.
Gotcha. And so any of the links we'll put down in the description for anyone who's interested, by the way, as well as the link to their Twitter and their website, which we're probably going to show here at some point. But yeah, if I'm interested in having you do my recycling, participating in this as a spectator and not like a company, how would I get in contact, or how would that work?
Well, first we have to find out what area you're in because we're currently only servicing certain areas: Ann Arbor, Michigan; Riverside, California; Brownsville, Texas; Atlanta, Georgia; Nashville, Tennessee; Charleston, South Carolina; Brooklyn, New York; and Chattanooga, Tennessee; Cleveland, Ohio; and Columbus, Ohio. So
Wow.
those
Okay.
are so we're branching out. Like we've only been out since June of last year, and it's been spreading, but we have to bring in more operating officers so we can have this everywhere because it's more people right now. When we first started, it was everybody just using their own vehicles to get started, and now that we've been doing good, we've got a first van, and we plan to have a fleet of those vans so operating officers can have those because like I said, it's community, and I don't have control the operating officers in these states. They're a part of this, and they know what's best for their state. I've never been to Michigan. I've never been to California. Never lived in Tennessee. But our operating officers, they live there. Those are those residents. Those are those grassroots in those
Hmm.
communities. They want to go talk to their people. They just want to be a part of the project, and that's all I'm looking for is more people that want to be a project that's going to put in the effort because every day I wake up and go pick up the cardboard and service customers. We just need more operating officers that do that. Like JT, he's an amazing operator up there in the Michigan. He picks up the glass bottles from the bar and then takes them to the local place. There's different methods for each operating officer. So we just need to have more people that can get involved, that can help in those areas.
Gotcha. Um, so if they're looking to contact you, and if you're in this, if but people that are in these areas, let's start there first. If they want to participate in Green Zone, how do they contact you?
Yes. Oh, you go to our website, greenzone.eco, and we have an operation officer for each city, and you can get in contact with them.
Where's on their site just so I can show the viewers where
Contact.
to, oh, under contact. Okay, so I had that up. And so okay, you have everyone here listed. Gotcha. Okay.
And we're planning to add more people. We definitely want more operational officers. Like I said, our goal is to be the Amazon of recycling. We are having an app. We did launch our beta app, but our CTO, he's not pleased with it, so he took it down. And we're going to have that where operating officers can log in and they can get notified when you get part of it. So it can be like a part-time gig. If you need a little side hustle, you can pick up the GreenZone recyclables, bring them to us, earn GZX, and then we take it from there.
Gotcha. Oh, that's really cool. Um, it's so the business standpoint is the same way. If they want to contact you to get in touch to participate in GZX, it's just the same contact, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you have seems like some pretty big have you been contacted by like local government at all to like promote you guys or what you guys are doing
That's
or
the funny thing, man. I've reached out to so many government people, and like we were originally in Georgia. Reached out to them because I grew up there. They said, okay, this is a good idea. We love it, but we're just not into it right now. So it's like, okay, well, then we told the city of Brownsville, and they loved it. So we was like, okay, well, we're going to move our headquarters here. At least you love it. You're not going to jump on board yet because you still don't understand how the crypto works, but you're seeing other cities are adopting it as payment. So that's what we're looking at right now to talk to these cities. We didn't want to take any money out, take any loans out with this. It's been all self-funded by me and Krishna ourselves. So it's
wow,
been, hey, we don't need to take out money and somebody comes in and try to change up our business because there's been offers to buy it, but I already see that people are only looking at it to make profit off the token and not actually make a difference. And if you want something done right, you need to do it yourself, you know. So that's
gotcha.
how I've been pushing it so far.
No, that's awesome. And I appreciate you not selling and sticking to that. So want to if anyone wants to be like, an investor in any of these businesses, are you open to funding or
Absolutely, yeah. We want to franchise it. That's what we're looking at. We have been looking at different structure fees, but we were thinking the minimum amount to franchise it would be 25,000 XRP, which comes with the kit. We send you all the recyclables, the portable printers, the everything that you need to become an operation officer. And we give you the breakdown of what to go about and what you need to educate. Because, like I said, we don't want people just buying the token because we know that I mean, there's no liquidity. You buy it, it being on XRP. That, like I said, my thing is each token or crypto has pros and cons.
mm-hmm.
And with being on XRP, if people just buying the token, we don't. I mean, that's not our goal. It's to educate people so we can have that value being there to back it at the end of the day.
Gotcha. And so unlike Amazon, Amazon is not a franchise company that I'm aware of, but maybe you could educate me. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, is how will you have the oversight to be the Amazon of everything for not for everything, sorry, for recycling. Like, will you have how are you going to structure that if everything's um a franchise? Let me just because let's just put it this way, what I have an issue with franchises is I don't necessarily get the service that I get from one place to another. And so how are you going to keep quality while having a franchise is my question.
That's a
Like,
good question. I like that. I like that, James. Nobody's ever questioned me about that. I see that if we have that moral and those have more people that believe in what we're building, then we can have that way where it could be a franchise because it could still, because like I said, I never been to California, so I would need a resident of California to know exactly. But if you want to be a part of Green Zone, I would hope that you can follow our company standards and keep to our morals and values.
gotcha. Well, I mean, I think that the the opportunity is definitely there. And don't get me wrong, like from an agile background and perspective, like trusting the people that are there doing the work is huge. And they know their own issues, they know their own They know their own context, so it makes total sense to, trust the people that are doing the work. I know that, like, for instance, like I'll go to a Dairy Queen, for example, and
Yeah.
like, dude, I love me some what do you call them, steak fingers, and but sometimes I just don't get the same quality from one place to
Yeah.
another, and I'm like, this gravy is kind of chunky, and others are not. So, I'm just looking out for GreenZone in the future, but I think it has all the potential to do amazing, and I just definitely want to see it do so. Have you thought about partnering with Amazon? Like, if Amazon approached you guys, like, would you be open to partnering with them or becoming a sub because they've got this huge effort to go green, and you guys incentivizing that, would be huge as well. If they Amazon bought you out, how would you go about that? Or are you open to discussions, or what, like,
I'm
how?
open. I'm open up to. I'm open to discussions. Like I said, we've never been trying to replace recycling companies. When we were actually doing our documentary and we were filming at the recycling yard we took it to, they wanted to shut the whole documentary down. They were like, because what people don't understand is that the recycling industry is a dog eat dog world. You have a lot of competition out here. You have a lot of people that mess up their scales and mess with weight, and so it is a grimy world. So it's they see it as competition, even though we're helping them and providing them more income and boosting recycling. Is still a dog eat dog world, and everybody's closed minded in the recycling industry. And I've actually received threats for this, so I know it's a lot of money involved in this. Of somebody's called my phone and told me this is a good idea, but don't bring this shit here. Don't bring it to this state. Don't
Wow.
bring it to this. So it's like, okay, well, I have to watch out for myself and the people that's a part of this project, because I don't want to see nobody get hurt over recycling. But we do want to work with people, but it's all about knowing what their intentions are too. Because I mean, like I said, if Amazon came in, who's to say what they're actually going to do with the recyclables? At least I know that the recyclables I'm taking to the places I'm taking the recyclables to now are being processed in a correct manner and being done, being turned back into something real.
Gotcha. Let's talk about that a second, because I think that is also a huge point that, like, so in crypto, we have a way to verify that things are happening more. Like, and I've had this talk about donations as well. In donating, you don't know where your stuff is going to, like, all the time. I mean, a 501, if you've done any research about 501(c)(3)s, and how people can build them to hide taxes and different stuff like that, there's some crazy rules out here. How do people know that, or could you provide any assurance that these things are going to the correct places and are you enabled to do that through crypto better than other recycling services?
Well, we work with historical recycling companies. We work with Brownsville Scrap. They have their historic foundation in the city of Brownsville. So we have those, and we have our receipts to back up for what we actually bring to their yard for recycling.
Gotcha. Are you planning on building any, I guess, blockchain verification that you could do some kind of, I guess, zum transaction that uh you know that every time something's weighed or you bring an amount there, people have to sign off on it, so they know that it's handed off to the correct place, and so they know that their recycling is getting processed at some of these legitimate recycling places and not just dumped into the ocean somewhere. Or I don't know what kind of, it seems like there's practices out there that are not ethical or helping the environment. So, I mean, maybe you can elaborate on those, or maybe future plans if you have any.
At the moment, we would love to do that. I have a whole bunch of ideas I want to do. I envision this to be like autonomous, where it's autonomous machines driving, doing pickups eventually,
Oh, okay.
or that's my vision. This is 10 years from now. So once we've established, because like I said, right now we're just local. We're just we're just regular people with regular jobs. And well, me, this is my full-time job because I'm a disabled veteran, but we have other people that the operation officers, these people are, hey, they want to be a part of this, but they have regular lives too. So we're just trying to get more people in that way. But the future, I can go on and on ideas. I want to have the vending machines where you can just, because I see those in a lot of places in California and Ann Arbor that they offer those, but down in the South they don't offer the vending machines where you can go to the grocery store and take the recyclables and then get revenue back. If we can come up with vending machines in the future that are automated, that know the weight, that can scan the recyclables, and then the people are rewarded GZX, and then we just take the recyclables. I mean, those are all my goals in the future.
Gotcha. Well, what's those it's a great vision. What is the I guess the short-term goals, or do you have any that you're currently working on that you're excited to tell the community about, or is there anything new coming up, or uh any short-term plans?
Well, we recently partnered with Ripple Reef. They're an NFT project on XRPL, and they're big into the recycling, but they're mainly focused on the ocean sector of recycling to make sure. And I love what Hanko is doing over there for his project. So we decided to partner with them, and we'll actually be doing an event with them, Doge Palooza, which would be April 23rd. We actually partner with that event, and we're going to be recycling there. So if
Okay.
people want to get a free ticket and you want to help GreenZone out and recycle, you could hit me up on Discord or email and we'll hook you up. We just want to have more people that can help us out and recycle at the event. Updates, I see first country is my plan is to have internationals. Mexico. Our co-CEO Krishna, she's a Mexican citizen, so our goal is to have this international. So then we've already talked to a few people that love the idea. They just want to figure out how we can structure it in Mexico and where we take the recyclables, if we're going to take pesos, if we're going to take dollars. So we're still working on that. We're our quarter 3, we plan to have our app officially launch, our real, like I said, we had a beta app and our CTO took it down. Well, we want to have our official app where it be connected with some. You can purchase GreenZone merchandise services through there. So
Okay.
we to have the enhancement of just educating people with crypto and for right now, those are our main focuses right now, and just getting more equipment for us to press up our recyclables. We plan on getting more machines and getting more vehicles for our members and have our fleet ready to go.
Gotcha. So you're sounds like you're focusing on scaling pretty big right now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Gotcha. I guess can you talk about your growth? Like you said that you're in what, 7, 8 different cities, and that's since like, sometime mid to late last year. Like sounds like you guys are growing hand over foot. Are there any new cities that you're going to be adding to that besides in Mexico and that maybe people in the US can look forward to, or any other countries as well?
Houston is our next main city that we're going after. Like our goal was to move the headquarters to Brownsville, and then once you're at the bottom, you can take Texas from the north, and then you can take Mexico from take Texas from the south, and then take Mexico from the north. So it's like we want to just spread it out. Houston, Corpus Christi, those are 2 cities that we're majorly looking at expanding, and then hopefully Dallas and Austin. But as an international right now, Mexico will be the only one temporary until we have more people that can either help us guide us to get the business in those other countries, because there's always a man you have to go through. You always have to go through the government, and we're not just going to just, okay, we're going to just start recycling in this country, and we want to be law-abiding company that, hey, we're here to work with you. We just want to just show us how it's done correctly, what we need, and we're ready to do it.
Gotcha. So I'm sure there's lots of red tape and different stuff you have to move through to be able to operate in some of these countries. But hopefully, if some of these people are listening that are maybe those gatekeepers, maybe they can get in contact and make it easier for you, hopefully. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out. What else? I mean, everyone's always interested in airdrop information. I mean, obviously, you guys have migrated from another blockchain. You want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, so when I came up with the idea, the token was launched first by a developer, and we purchased half the supply, which was about 75,000 XRP at the time to get all 50 million. That 75,000 XRP was obviously turned into Tron, and that was the liquidity that was backing it. Things were going good, and then it was brought to my attention by my team members. They were like, "Hey, we've been putting a lot of money from recycling," and then they showed me the receipts and showed me everything and showed me on the blockchain. Because me, I'm not a blockchain savvy person. I know how it works, I know what it is, but if you give me the blockchain to go see where the numbers, where the wallets go, I could put two to two together, find out. So
You're
we
not a
came.
developer, right? I get it. You're the business
so I
guy.
was so I'm just like, okay, well, I'm seeing where the money is going to this wallet, and you're telling me that something it's not adding up. So I asked the person, the developer, about it. He says that, oh, uh, we're not doing anything. And I'm like, well, why is all this money going into your wallet? So I questioned him about that, and he was like, well, you should be happy because you have all this money. And I was like, yeah, I know what you're doing, and that's my morals and values. I didn't want the token to be that. And I saw what he was doing. It was other things, other tokens that were involved, and I was just like, I didn't want to be a part of that. So we
So,
decided to migrate.
sorry, real quick. So he was doing something shady with the tokens and he was trying to pump it, or like, what was he doing?
He was pumping and dumping the tokens, and he was taking a lot of liquidity out that was coming in from the project.
Wow. Okay.
So we saw that, and we didn't want to have people hurt because with Tron, even though Tron can do a lot of things that XRP can't, it's not all, like I said, it's pros and cons to each blockchain.
Hmm.
And with Tron, even though it's a decent blockchain, it's very to manipulate. And he knew how blockchain worked and what people wouldn't look for. So people would have been happy with seeing their prices going up on the Tron wallet, even though there was no liquidity. So these people would have been holding a bag with a fake number, and then
Wow.
just so that's why I was like, you know what, we need to get to a secure blockchain. So we scrambled, we did the migration, we waited till we gave everybody back their tokens that claimed it. And then we pulled the liquidity out, which would end up still being 75,000 XRP. And we put the 75,000 XRP back at the price to buy back. And we left it that way. And that's how we did the migration. And we did a few airdrops to get the name out there to because people don't understand what crypto it is marketing to get the name out there. So we didn't want to do it, but it was just like, okay, well, to help the project, to get the trust lines, because we didn't know what we were doing with XRP. It was just like, okay, well, here you have from a staking protocol on Tron to now to yes, you know XRP is secure, but you don't. How do you put the liquidity in? That's why we never originally launched on XRP because my customers always came to me, okay, well, what's backing the token? And I just would say, well, XRP is this, is that, is that, this is back. And they're like, okay, I don't care about none of that. What is backing it?
Yeah.
So that's why I was originally on Tron because it was that proof of stake. Okay, well, at least you know this token has a million Tron backing the token. So that's why we were originally with that. And when we moved to XRP, it was just like, okay, well, we're just going to tell our customers, hey, this is what happened. We moved this. You just have to trust us and know what we're doing. We're being transparent. We're not lying to you about anything. We're giving you the receipts, you know. So we just been dealing with that. But we believe once XRP is ready with the smart contracts and you can actually inject it in there and people can see that, I think GZX will be just fine.
Yeah. I think you're in a great position, especially over this next year where I think that XRP, I think the lawsuit, I don't think the SEC has a leg to stand on. I think they're without legs at this point.
Mhm.
Not yeah, they're just not in a good place. So I think that, you will be in a good place moving forward. And yeah, have you heard anything about the smart contracts coming to the XRPL? Do you have some info about that or?
I was in one of the Ripples team's Twitch streams, and they were saying that they didn't really see why smart contracts were needed on XRP. So like I said, I tune in and listen to what's new in the crypto space, because in the crypto space you can get left behind if you're not in it
It's
for
true.
like two days. So I try to butt in and just listen, but my main focus is on trying to educate people about the cryptocurrency and getting customers to recycle. So
Gotcha.
it's like, I mean, they say that XRP doesn't need smart contracts. I feel it does need the smart contracts. So it's up to the community, really, you know. So I'm just on the sidelines, just trying to educate and bring the adoption to XRP with GZX.
Yeah. Well, I know that the Flare network is one of those outside efforts besides, maybe Ripple or, XRPL developers. They're trying to bring, in spite of, the troubles they've had, launching and getting everything tested with the Canary network. Do you see GZX being a part of the Flare network for those smart contracts in the future? Or
I mean, I would love to. I want to give my customers a way to earn a yield. We do have a lot of Flare, GreenZone. We're still waiting on the airdrop, so we want to be able to use that to put it into GZX. We want to have where customers can learn about getting their GZX, and then you can earn a yield, because the only places right now you can get a yield is Bitrue. But we want to give that DeFi security of, hey, I have my token, what else can I do with it? I don't want to spend it. I want to increase my value. Well, hey, we have Flare, and you can have hopefully a wrap GZX that way or something. Like I said, we're not maxis at GreenZone. We just want to see crypto become a healthy place, because right now it's very toxic, and we don't need that in this immature space that we're all trying to learn and develop healthy in.
gotcha. No, I agree. And your project's doing that for the environment, so that's awesome. I know you recently got approved for Bloc Oversight. I know. Do you want to talk about that at all, or that process, or?
But yeah, absolutely. I see what Block is doing is solving a problem in the crypto space, transparency, and having a group of people that are working together and not just isolating themselves and focus only on their project. They want to see the growth of the XRPL all together. It's not just, okay, well, your token is a shit coin or your token has no use cases. Hey, we're all together and we're all working on XRP. So let's point out the bad actors and just help each other develop our tokens so we can all solve issues. I mean, this is a new technology space, and if we working together, we don't need a government to say, "Oh, you can't do this," or "You're the chosen token." No, it's, hey, we're real people. We're coming together. We use this technology together, and we can point out if somebody's doing something shady, and we can come together and warn investors. If you're not going to actually protect people, at least we can do say, hey, we're in this space. We're not telling you what to do with your money, but you should be aware of this.
Gotcha. No, I think the block is going to do a great service to help educate the members of the block and how to do and create strong practices. And obviously, being I think we're both founders here, so I think it's it's pretty awesome to be a part of this movement that's by the crypto community for the crypto community, and trying to make sure that we are doing right by the crypto community and right ethically all around. So I think it's pretty awesome. Um, the how GreenZone fits in, and you're one of the first projects approved and helping to sign the Constitution here. So I think that's pretty awesome. The so y'all are making efforts to not just do business, but do business and be a part of the crypto community that is shining a light into the crypto community, so that everyone should be operating on a set standard of operating in a transparent and set standard. So it's good. Um, the I don't know where to go else with GZX. I feel like we've covered a lot of the main things. Obviously, you can buy GZX on Sologenic. You're about to have this app where you can just go and get uh your token. Is there anything else in terms of like where to get Green Zone or GZX? Uh
Uh, it's listed on Bitrue, Coin Tiger, Probit. and Swift blockchain, XRPL coins, and XP market.
Gotcha. Are you guys planning on doing any other listings or have any other announcements for maybe how to grow the token or that might add more liquidity or
We're hoping for Uphold. We're trying to get listed on there because we use Uphold a lot for our business because we have all our operating officers have to have a global ID because we want to know people, hey, we're being transparent here, and we like global ID for business for our business, for the transparency. We're looking at those. We have our documentary that will be actually coming out soon. It'll be a 10-minute documentary about the founding of GreenZone that'll be aired at Doge Palooza again on April 23rd. And we'll also be airing. We're trying to figure out if we're going to do an NFT, but I just want to give it out to people so it's the message that people hear. So we're looking at options for that, but definitely want to have that people get excited for that. And I mean, yeah, that's about it, honestly, really.
gotcha. Well, always I try to make sure that there are partnerships between and collaborations between especially people and projects on the XRPL. So would love to have you guys partner with like X Corgi, for example, have them do like a green zone Corgi that's recycling or something. I think that would be cool. I would love to see you guys, partner with NFT projects. If they could make one NFT that was about green zone, I'm sure you'd be open to that as well, just so people can give more publicity to you and just love to see the community cross pollinate for sure. I know that the block oversight is definitely gonna help with that as well. So yeah, I mean those are all really cool things. So I think we're coming up on an hour here, so I want to make sure if there's anything else you may have an opportunity to say it, but I'm out of questions right now, so just full transparency.
um, yeah, that's about it. I really just want to thank people. Like I said, I want the people to realize there's a better way to do things, and we can work as a community. There's a lot of places that don't really care about recycling. When I was a kid, I'm only 27 now, mind you.
Okay.
They used to see the Captain Planet, the recycling, the pushing that. Now you don't even see that anymore. And it was all because of my child. Watching Coco Melon and recycling, so it was just like, hey, you can turn this waste into an asset and everybody just benefits from it. So we can all do our part. It doesn't take much. Like I said, I prefer people to recycle for GZX instead of buying it because it shows a real community and that gets the attention more than just buying a token. If you can have the government look down and say, wow, these people are actually recycling, not just in one place, they're doing it here, there, and everywhere. They're going to come on, and then we force them. You force a change, and don't sit on the sidelines. If you have a good idea for a crypto, go ahead and go after your dreams and chase it. It's better to shoot for the stars and fail than not fail at all. I mean, not try at all, because this is a new asset space and it's opened up a lot of doors that you'll probably never get this opportunity again.
Yep, it's true. And if you have a project and you're going to build it out on the XRP ledger, let me know. I'd love to interview you, especially if it's going to be a legit project, and consider reaching out to Block Oversight as well. Um, but yeah, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Stick around for more updates from Green Zone. Would love to have you back, Tony. And when you have more things to share. But yeah, I'm JTXRP. This is Tony, and we're out. See you later.